Hey, it's Adrian from Dem Crumley's Tech. Today I'm pretty excited. I'm reviewing the Neewer 660 RGB light. So there's two of these in the package, and right now for RGB lighting I just have these glowing lights here, and I have two of these pocket units, this Pixel G1S. So you can see, like, in terms of a size difference, it's like massive. Just like the back panel of the Neewer light is, the size of this. So let's get into what this comes with, what the light output is like, what kind of modes it has, and see if it's worth the price. Okay, so let's take a look at what comes in the package. So like I mentioned, it's a set of two, so there's two of everything. So looking at the unit first, it comes with these barn doors pre-installed, so it's not something you have to worry about. There's also this like matte screen here just to soften the light, which is a nice addition. And you can also remove the barn doors if you don't want them. So you can see there's 4 screws here. You can remove those, take the whole thing off. And the unit is really well built. It's pretty much all metal except for a few plastic pieces. So you can see here, this knob here and this knob here, these are plastic. However, this like bracket arm that it's attached to, this is metal. And at the bottom here, this is plastic as well, where it drops into the tripod. And lastly, these trim pieces here on the side, these little strips, these are plastic. So this unit comes in at about 3.4 pounds, so it is a decent size. I'm glad it comes with the tripod to handle that. And looking at the back of the unit, this is where all the control is. Now, you also have the option to pair this with the Neewer app on your phone, but I'm just gonna go through it like if we were gonna use this just using the back control. So you can power this with batteries or with the DC cable. So for the batteries, it takes the NPF 550 batteries and NPF 970 batteries. I have the 550s in here. So you can see you have a display screen to show you, if it's paired, intensity, output, all of that. You have these two knobs here, and this knob is clickable to switch modes as well. And then you also have a mode button here. So that's pretty much all for this, for the unit, and then I'll go into the features of it later. So you also get this diffuser here, and you can see it comes with these like kind of magnetic pieces here that you could just straighten just to give it a bit more structure. And like I said, it comes with two of those. This is the other one. You also have the power cable, which is a decent length once you unfurl that. And then lastly, you get the supply tripod. So pretty standard. Just pull these out. Here I have this kind of tight, and then you just push it to extend it or pull it back in. And then you have your adjustments here to get it as low or high as you want it. So now that we've gone through everything that comes with, I'm gonna go ahead and mount this, and we'll get into like the settings of it. Oh, last thing, almost forgot to mention, it comes with this like huge carrying case in case you need to pack it up and take it on location. All right, so before I mount everything permanently and put it in its place, I just wanted to go over how to use the unit. So you can see on the back here, you have the power button here. See right there. So I'm gonna put it on because I'm using battery, and there you can see it's lit up. So this knob here, that changes the intensity of the power output. You can see the Bluetooth symbol is flashing there. I haven't paired it with the phone, but you can pair it with the app to control it. I'm just gonna keep it simple, just use the manual controls at the back. So there's this button here, which allows you to change mode or channel if you're going to be using a ton of these. So if you click that, you can see this is how you would change the color temperature. So you can go from 32K to 56K, and then you can use this knob to change the output or brightness. So let's go back to the mode. And now this is the HSL, so you can just dial it into whatever color you like, and then change the intensity or saturation of the color. That's that. Then the last mode is the scene modes, where you're changing like the lighting types. So you can see here, if you rotate this knob, it goes through different scene modes, and then the other knob here is to just change the intensity of that. Now if you click this button in, you can see it gives you another set of scene modes. So I think that's like the ambulance or siren, and then you click it in again, and then you have another set of scene modes. And then you click it in and you go back to the first type. And you can see you have these icons to let you know where you are. And once you're done with those, say you just want, you know, bright, clean, light output, you can go back to just the color temperature mode, HSL, and then scene mode. So it's quite easy to use the controls at the back. All right, I'm back, and you can see that I have both lights set up. So I have one on this side, one on this side, and they're about 3 to 4 feet away from the wall. And you can see it's doing a pretty nice job, you know, coloring in the wall and blending into each other. Obviously, if I had a solid white wall instead of this wood paneling, it would look much nicer. But it's doing a really good job. So I'm really impressed with the light output. Now, just to give you an idea of what it would look like without these, you know, coloring in the background, this is what it would look like. So, you know, pretty dull, drab, and then, you know, once you add that color in, it looks really nice. So I went ahead and I downloaded the Neewer app, and it's been pretty simple to use. So I have both lights paired in 2 separate channels, and they're connected by Bluetooth. So I can adjust the lights independently of each other because they're in 2 separate groups. So if I click on the first group, you can see I can go through the HSL slider and it's instant. I can also change the saturation, the brightness output, and there's also the color temperature slider in here. So as soon as I hit that, it knocks you out of HSL mode into the color temperature, so you could go from 32K to 56K. And once you hit the slider for the color temperature again, sorry, for the HSL, it takes you right back in. So it's pretty seamless in terms of use and design. So you can see I could do that for the other light too. It's just instant. So I didn't think I was going to use the app, but because it is so easy to use and like the changes are pretty fluid, I'm going to be using this more. So you can see for yourselves, it's a great result. Like, it's filled in the background really nicely. The colors are blending really nicely. And even though I have this huge like metal shelf here, it's still doing a pretty good job, even with these boxes kind of blocking the light from, you know, really hitting the entire wall. So I think this is great. You know, if you're going to be doing these type of videos or doing like product photography and you want to illuminate the background, so, you know, whatever you're photographing pops out, this is a great option. Light output, great, really bright, even, you know, at 3 to 4 feet away. Light is clean. Let me just put it to 56K on both lights, actually, just to do a quick demo. So that's what it looks like with just pure 56K white light, maximum brightness. And I can turn this down so you can see. So no light, fully illuminated. So I think for the price, you know, I'd highly recommend it. Super versatile. It comes with everything you need, and it comes in at around 410 Canadian, which is maybe around 300 US maybe. Don't quote me on that. I'll put it in the video what that works out to, but highly recommend. All right, guys, so I hope this review is helpful. I really like the lights. It was really easy to set up. The app is easy to use, and it comes with everything you need. Tripod, the unit, power cables, the softbox. So it's a complete kit. I'm really going to be using it with the RGB mode, but if you wanted it just as a main light, you can definitely do that. Just set both of them to whatever color temperature you want. It does come with a softbox, which I didn't test because I think that the diffusion, that matte diffusion filter that they have in front of the lights, that already does a good job softening the light. So previously I was using this, my Pixel G1S, which I still love, really excellent build quality. This only cost me about 70 US, whereas like I'm saying, this is 320 US. There's a much more powerful system. You could see the background's completely colored in. So I'm going to be using this kind of like for accent lighting when I take products or I do B-roll. But, you know, you can't go wrong with these lights. Really good. I've had them running the whole time. They're not even hot. So, you know, great buy. Highly recommend it. If you have any questions about them, leave it in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer them. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.